Hey everyone, welcome back. You guys really wanted us to do a deep dive on the LA fires.
Yeah.
So many of you reached out asking, like, what's going on there?
Right.
These devastating fires, they're just tearing through LA right now.
Yeah.
And, even places like Pacific Palisades,
Oh, yeah.
which is, a pretty affluent area,
Mm-hmm.
it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And so many people are asking, like, what caused this?
Right.
Well, we found a recent DPA article.
Okay.
It's from January 13, 2025.
Okay.
And we're going to kind of use that to take a look
Yeah.
and figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Now, the article, at first glance, anyway, it seems like the main culprit might be these strong winds.
Yeah.
But as we kind of dig a little deeper,
Yeah.
there's a bit more to the story.
I think so.
It's not quite as simple as, just wind.
It's never simple, right?
It's never simple.
Yeah.
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 So, the article kind of lays out.
Yeah.
It says that these winds are hitting like 150 kilometers an hour.
That's crazy. Yeah.
I mean, that is just insane.
Yeah.
And, you think about it, and the power lines in that area,
Yeah.
they're only designed to withstand like 90.
That's a big discrepancy.
Huge discrepancy. I mean, so you can imagine, like,
Yeah.
under that kind of pressure, those lines are just going to snap
They're just going to break.
and shower sparks
Exactly.
down onto all that dry brush.
Yeah. It's tinder dry.
I mean, and it's just,
It's a recipe for disaster, isn't it?
yeah, it's like a domino effect almost, right?
Yeah.
It's just like one thing leads to another and suddenly, boom,
Yeah. And these fires are just raging.
raging inferno.
Yeah.
And, LA's no stranger to these
Yeah.
powerful winds, right?
No, not at all.
We all know about the Santa Ana winds.
Of course.
These notorious winds
Yeah.
that blow in from the desert.
Right.
Hot and dry, right?
Right.
Just whipping up any existing fire danger.
Exactly.
I mean, they're infamous
Yeah.
for, like, their role in fueling these massive wildfires.
Yeah.
And what's so perplexing here
Yeah.
is that, the article mentions that. Like,
Yeah.
LA's utility companies,
Right.
they usually cut power, like, preemptively
All right. Yeah.
when the Santa Anas are in full force.
As a preventative measure.
Yeah, it's like a standard thing.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
to avoid,
Yeah.
these exact situations.
Right.
So why weren't those precautions taken this time?
That is the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a few possibilities.
Okay.
One, the speed at which these winds intensified.
Ooh, okay.
It could be that forecasts just completely underestimated the rate of intensification,
So
and there was just no time
there wasn't enough time
to react.
to put those safety measures.
Yeah, to implement any of those preventative measures.
So, like, imagine it's like a calm morning.
Right.
And suddenly,
Out of nowhere.
like a hurricane force windstorm.
It's crazy. You can't predict that sometimes.
Oh.
Another possibility is that the wind strength,
Yeah.
it just exceeded all historical data
Oh, wow.
for the area.
So, like, they've never seen
Never seen anything like it.
anything like this.
So even with the most robust preventative measures,
Yeah.
it might not have been enough.
Wow. That's really unsettling to think about.
It is.
Just being caught so off guard
Yeah.
by winds of that magnitude.
Right.
I mean, it really is a stark reminder of just, like, the power of nature
Yeah.
and how, even our best efforts
Yeah.
to control it
Mm-hmm.
can sometimes just fall short.
Totally.
And, it's not just about
Yeah.
trees swaying in the wind here.
No. It's way more serious than that.
This is like
Yeah.
widespread damage to infrastructure.
Exactly.
Stuff that was designed for, like, much less extreme conditions.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And, while the primary suspect is,
Yeah.
we're thinking it's probably wind-related power line failures,
Okay.
but we can't completely discount the possibility of arson.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, wildfires, they're complex events.
They are, yeah.
There are so many factors that
Mhm.
could contribute to
Yeah.
their ignition and spread.
Yeah.
So, that's always a possibility.
Yeah. Arson's always on the table.
Unfortunately, yeah.
It's scary to think about that, too.
It is.
So the article ends on a
Yeah.
bit of an ominous note.
A little bit, yeah.
They say that
Yeah.
these Santa Ana winds are expected to, like, intensify
Yeah.
until Wednesday,
Oh, wow.
further complicating these containment efforts.
Yeah, that's going to make things even harder.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it really does. It brings up this, this big question.
Yeah.
that we all need to be thinking about, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. It's like with climate change
Yeah.
and, the very real possibility of like more frequent
Right.
extreme weather.
Right.
Like, how do we adapt?
Right, yeah.
How do we adapt our infrastructure
Yeah,
to prevent these tragedies in the future?
it's a big question.
I mean, is it like, stronger power lines?
Possibly, yeah.
Is it,
More aggressive vegetation management.
yeah,
Early warning systems.
early warning systems?
I mean, something that gives residents more time to evacuate.
Right.
These are all things that we need to consider.
Yeah, carefully.
Absolutely.
So, I think what we've learned today is that
Yeah.
these devastating fires,
Mm.
they're likely the result of just
Yeah.
this like perfect storm of
It's
factors.
these stone, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like these unusually strong winds.
Yeah.
Probably power line failures.
Yeah.
The question of like why those standard preventative measures weren't implemented, and then this added danger
Yeah.
of just all that dry brush
Yeah,
and
it's-
vegetation.
yeah.
It's just it's really sad.
It's devastating.
I mean, it's just awful.
Yeah.
But the situation's still evolving. So,
Right. Staying informed is key.
Yeah, stay informed.
Absolutely.
Keep an eye on the news.
Yeah.
We'll continue to follow this story
Absolutely.
and bring you more insights as they develop.
For sure.
All right, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
See you next time.
Bye.